Many leaders face the challenge of getting their teams to execute. Today, I'm going to unpack what you should do to ignite the execution spark with your team and propel them toward exceptional performance. Let's dive in. The ability to execute is what separates those teams and businesses who are successful and those that are not. See, vision and strategy are great, but the ability to execute trumps everything. When talking about execution, most leaders blame their team for something they did or didn't do. Execution is less about your team and more about the leadership of your team. See, a leader's job is to unlock the mindset as to what's possible, helping them take the handcuffs off and giving them the freedom to experiment. These are the three keys that will propel your team to conquer the realms of execution like never before. Let me unpack this further. Execution excellence is about first unlocking your team's mindset. See, when faced with a challenging task or something outside someone's comfort zone, the normal human condition is typically locked on how. How am I going to do that? Most people hesitate to act because they worry about making a mistake. They doubt themselves, or they spend an enormous amount of time overthinking what to do next, that the sheer weight of analysis paralyzes any forward progress. Your job is to help them break the complex objective down to actionable steps. See, the one thing I discovered when coaching others who are stuck is to simply remind them of the purpose. I have to reframe the perceived problem and then reconnect them with the bigger picture of what they're trying to accomplish and the impact they will have. That's what I mean by a mindset shift. You have to reshape the narrative in their mind and help them find the courage to just get started. They become more focused and engaged when you connect their actions to a meaningful purpose. In addition to that, you also need to take the handcuffs off your team. What do I mean by that? Most people operate in a world of limitation or false and limiting beliefs as to what they can accomplish. With so many distractions every single day, it's easy for your team to become a victim. Your job is to ensure that doesn't happen. Establish the end goal and define your expectations of what success looks like. Coach them on how to get started. Help them anticipate obstacles and then advise them on how to navigate around those obstacles should they arise. Set checkpoints to stay aligned and then simply get out of the way. See, there are multiple paths to an end goal, and no one, and I mean no one, operates best if they're just given a set of step-by-step instructions. And trust me, you will inadvertently forget to share a step. I see way too many leaders creating robots in their team instead of thought leaders. Lastly, you need to give your team the freedom to experiment. Once you have them in the right mindset and you've taken the handcuffs off, you have to release the pressure valve of having to be perfect. Nothing, and I repeat, nothing in this world was ever done right the first time. Give them the freedom to experiment. Teach them that action of any kind changes things. Teach them to reflect on the results they get. What worked? What didn't? And encourage them to explore why. Right? What would they do next? What would they start doing? What would they stop doing? What would they experiment with? You have to teach them how to plan, how to implement, and most importantly, how to adapt. If you want more freedom, you need to get your team to effectively execute what's important. If you want help, go to clevelfreedom.com and book a call. I would love to further unpack this conversation regarding your business. The more your team executes, the more time and freedom you have to do what you love, what you're good at, and what the business needs you to do. I included a link in the description. If you still think your team is the problem, let me at least buy you a copy of my book, Freedom to Experiment, How to Ignite a New Level of Energy, Focus, and Momentum in Yourself and Your Team. Follow the link in the description, and I'll personally sign a copy for you. Okay, if you like what I shared today, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment related to your business, and of course, subscribe. Because each week I'm sharing content to help you and your team embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. Remember this, you're just one idea away. We'll talk to you soon.